Hello, this is xXAKmonkey back for some more Robocraft. Now, you know how last time I said my object of the game, of this Let's Play, was to get 2 Tier 10 and to get legs. Well, in the short while I've been gone, I have gotten legs. But I had to make this episode. I was going to make one later tonight, but because I made a decision. Now, I made this beast of a vehicle. You'll see why in a second. And as you no doubt remember, I have this, which I started naming the xXAKmonkey. As you can see, he doesn't have his guns on him. Not because I sold them, but because I just found out they fit perfectly on this guy. And right now, this guy is a jumping spider. You'll see how awesome he is at jumping here in a second. But I'm thinking of merging the two. Because this guy, I don't know. Why is he on, why is that there? Anyway. So yeah, I'm kind of split on that. But let me show you this guy first. So here is this guy. Let's take off the electric plate so you can kind of see the under design. My cockpit's back here, pretty protected. Now, as you can see, he was in Tier 7 with Tier 3 cubes. Yes, that's why we need to destroy the other one, if we want to make this one better. But in addition, sorry I have a bit of a cough today, but in addition to that, I'm considering making this not a jumping spider anymore. It does not seem to be the spider's niche. It does if I was a railgunner. But as explained in the previous episode, I can't really be a railgunner because my mouse is just a pain in the butt. Now I am going to try and keep this a jumper and turn it all blue and see how high it jumps. I'll see if it works good, but the amount of CPU these engines take is just, I can't add all the SMGs on here. They would all fit, but I can't add them. So anyway, that's the basic design. I'll show you the underbelly here in a second. And then we get to test them, and then I might as well just throw him into a battle. Now, I'm going to warn you in advance, he does not work well in battles, and I did get an update for Mac, which is good. It was a lot quicker for some time, but then they updated this game, and it became a lot slower again. We'll see what happens. Like when I was taking my last recording, I would usually end up in a map after the countdown, and then I got that fix, and then I'd end up 8 to 7 seconds before the countdown was over. And then they updated their game again after I updated my Mac, and it's back to usually coming in when the countdown is gone. It's done. Although every now and then we will come in when the countdown's like halfway done. Anyway, let's throw this guy. Wait, I have to show you the underside first. So these are pretty simple. I just threw some legs in, got all that, threw some engines in the side, made some room for them, threw some ones in the back. Those are mainly balancing engines in the back and front, although they also make it go up faster, which is why I mainly added them at first, but then I had to use them for balancing, and it worked nice. Now it's mainly being pushed by this beast of an engine in the back. However, it wasn't quite enough, so I added 2 in the front. And there's this one down guy in the back because I made the vehicle on purpose to tilt downward in the front. So after a little bit of flying, it tips down, and then you can flip it and it makes you control it better. And it had to tip downwards in the front instead of downwards in the back, because this also helps if you're aiming at a wall. You're not going to want to just run into that wall and be like, and fall to the ground. You're going to want to hit up and land your legs on it. So anyway, let's throw this thing into practice map so I can show you what I'm talking about. and might want to turn that down to its normal volume. Well, when recording, normal recording volume, because I tried with a few times just testing it out, and it seems 4 usually works the best to make a good mix between my voice and, of course, video. Okay, well, we're just going to go straight to jump from here, and I've seen a lot of these that do not go. Okay, that was kind of a sucky jump, as a matter of fact, but let's see what we can do here. And when the front starts tilting up, you just have to let go because there's nothing you can do there. See, like that. There's nothing you can do. You need a good enough jumping surface. Flat and downhill, you jump and you tilt down most of the time. And if you control that tilt good, you can just glide long distance. And we're going to run into that, so do that. Now, I do like this thing. I do like the fact that, hey, if they're at our base, I can just be like, woohoo! I'll save it, guys, because I'm super fast and can fly through the sky without being an airplane. However, this thing seems really fragile. I don't know whether it's because of the blocks or because of the design. But if I could have some tier 6 blocks up in here, and some tier 6 maybe SMGs, because also I don't know how good these nanos are doing me. Especially with the new update that came out. New ROTW hotfix. Apparently the devs were, I guess, not happy with how the auto aim was working. So they got rid of it. For enemies. You can still auto aim friends, but not enemies. That was Nano's niche. I doubt I'll be using Nanos as much anymore, seeing as how that was their strong suit. Now you gotta aim, and they do less damage than an SMG. They're like SMGs that do less damage, and they're a bit more precise, but that doesn't help unless you're aiming straight at the enemy's cockpit. And still, even with auto aim, I was sometimes being defeated like instantly. Maybe because of my design. Maybe if I had some blue cubes, this might last a bit longer. But when I do get blue cubes, it definitely won't jump as high. And the auto correcting of legs kind of messed that up for me. Anyway, we're going to try a small game here before we run into battle that I came up with quite a while ago. Now, as you can see, from tall heights, you could jump a long distance. There we are. What? You want to do backflips? Okay, we're just going to climb this like a normal scarab would. Now, the reason I'm thinking of getting rid of the thrusters is because how sucky turning is. And this thing just sucks in general at 1v1 battle. Yeah, if the other bot has 100%, you're done for. Now, as you can see, this thing jumps straight up pretty decently. Now, time for a little bit of jumping from one pad to the next. This is a bit of a hard game because you have to get your aim perfect. Yeah, one down. Yeah, I had a lot of free time. Okay, we're already aimed perfectly at this next one. It would appear so anyway. Wait. Front. Forward, we land over there. That's why you need to really watch it with that. Front forward, we would land maybe on that one if we don't land on the big one. Why did you auto-turn there? These things are difficult in that way. If this was a car, I'd have it lined up in a... Okay, let's just go for it. If I miss, oh well. Oh, it's tilting up. Nothing we can do there. Anyway, that's a little fun game you can play with jumping spiders. Well, I'm going back to the mothership now, and we're going to attempt a match with this bad boy. And actually, I think I'll just end the episode here after this match. And then next episode, I will probably be destroying... my other tank, Maybe. I might decide not to. I might just decide to RP grind and get tons of cash and make this thing upgrade on my own without having to destroy things. Now, I'll probably do that actually. The xXAKmonkeyXx is done good for me. I don't think I want to destroy it. But it's so tempting. Okay, so next time you see me, one of two things will have happened. One, xXAKmonkeyXx, or I think I named it the xXAKmonkeyXx right now, which stands for, I think it's soldier tank or something like that, yeah. There was a xXAKmonkeyXx, which doesn't sound as cool in my opinion, which means infantry tank, but I just did soldier tank, which means he's on the front line sort of kind of guy, or he's a soldier. And then I have sniper tanks, support tanks, and I basically made a listing algorithm of sorts for what kind of vehicle I am controlling, that I'd name it that. So this is the xXAKmonkeyXx, which is the support spider. Now if I threw some SMGs on this, it'd be the xXAKmonkeyXx, the soldier spider. Now it is I'm probably gonna make some different names eventually, get bored of these ones, but for right now they are what I'm using. Okay, so let's just jump straight into this, and as you can see, I was late into that battle by a few seconds. But that's not too much of an inconvenience unless you're an SMG tank. I am a healer. Surprised so many people are still using healers. They just lost their niche, guys. They just lost it. Oh well. I guess if you had a pretty armored up little vehicle, you could probably still survive. Now, I might just jump up onto this building, just so I can look for some friends. What are you doing there, sir? I was gonna do this. Ah, it turned me. God dang it. You know what, I'm just gonna climb it like, a normal spider, because that might be what I'm gonna have soon. So this jumping spider gets on my nerves every now and then. It's good sometimes, it does great, but other times it just fails. So let's see who needs some healing. He really needs some healing, but we're not going to get there in time. That guy is trying to jump over me. Let's go that way. Here's where the jumping spider shines, unless it starts tilting up, which it doesn't. And I'm getting shot at, which means I'm probably going to want to land as soon as possible. Now, as you can see, jumping is nice. In some instances, it is a lot, and I mean a lot more vulnerable than a flyer. Because of the fact you can't just instantly do a nosedive when you're jumping. Okay, you gotta do that jump all the way through, or you can end it, in which case you're basically floating in the sky for a second. Very, 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 very vulnerable. Now, I'm gonna try and save this guy up here, because obviously the other guy can't get up here. I'm saving you, miserment. Rhyme. See, auto aim still works good for friendlies. I'm gonna switch around to the other side just so I can get a better aim at him and get all my guns on him. turning is not very good for this. Come on, let me get all guns on him. Yes, there we go. Now it appears the enemy is at our base, so as soon as I'm done healing this guy, you're out of here. Now I'm just going to leave his healing to the other guy. Because I doubt the other guy's vehicle can get almost all the way to the base in one jump. Now I'm getting shot at, which is very unfortunate. We do not want to get shot at. Because if they shoot one of these engines, this guy's very, very nitpicky. If they shoot one of the engines, this thing's probably down. Now I might not even still make it to the base and one of my legs is gone. I'm not going to be able to make it to the base. And you see, I might be able to get this guy a bit more if there was auto aim right now. But as you can see, I had absolutely no chance. Well, you can see that guy's gameplay. He's not too great. He can, if he's used solely for healing and not fighting, which is never really going to happen, he can do some damage. But unfortunately, he is a mainly healing design as of right now. You can't really run into a battle and expect to live if you're using most of your CPU on engines. Well, unless you're a flyer. That's kind of a given though. However, these electroplates, they save me from upwards attacks, but that's about all I've noticed from them. I don't know about them too much. Now, might actually just end the episode here, and next time you do an episode from me, well, it will be me destroying something or showing you that I have turned this thing all blue cubes, which I might just end up selling a lot of stuff that I have to do that. I might take out all of its engines and sell all of its engines along with my aerofoils. Now I have not made a plane in quite some time, and SMG planes don't do too well, and I can't use plasma bombers. Yeah. Not the best combo. So I doubt I will be keeping this thing in its exact same form at all. I would probably turn it blue cubes and just get rid of its engines because I don't know. We'll see what happens. Also, I made this guy. I'm trying to make a good T3 hover healer for my friends because two of my friends right now are T3 and they just need some help tearing up. So I'm going to sit behind them and heal them. Yep. And I'm kind of starting to think of ideas for a bigger tier 7 hover because I want this to be an SMG hover is going to be in this bay. This is going to be a healer of some sort. So we're going to have an SMG hover, SMG tank, and SMG spider is what I'm thinking. So we're going to have all three of those types. But then we're also going to have it to where all three can also become healers if we put healing guns on them. That's my plan. So I guess essentially we will have 6 vehicles. Although I'll probably need to make up a new name and just name it what it looks like if I'm going to be making them switch. So I might be changing these naming algorithms as soon as I get this thing built all the way up and make it a tier 7. Now, as for some bad news, I did say I was going to do a boss battle, right? Well, let's check this out, okay? Let's take this, put it back on its guns. And tier 7s, because I'm only getting a tier 7 really. Now let's place that one, 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 place that one. Now we are in tier 7 right now, let's battle. Oh, they made it tier 8. Oh. Yeah, that sucks. That just sucks. I was so happy to finally get you guys a boss battle when they said they were fixed, but I kept reading down the hotfix, and they were moved up to tier 8. Many things I do not like in this update, this next hotfix anyway. I like the update, not the new hotfix. Anyway, I guess that will be all for today's guy. Please leave a like and subscribe. I know this channel is very, very new, and as a matter of fact, I'm only on my second episode, and I will be trying to get stuff to record in better audio, all that, which should be really soon actually. I am supposed to be getting paid by my dad really soon, as I've probably already said. However, no bets on that. No bets at all on that. Anyway, when I do get paid, I will be immediately buying a microphone or headset of some sort. However, it's going to have to be Bluetooth, seeing as how, yes, this computer has many, many problems, but that's because it's a school computer. You can't plug anything into the earbud microphone outlet. Yes, the magnet in the design of the frame on the left side fell down, making it to where you can't actually plug it in, which sucks. Anyway, that is all for this time. See you guys next time. Please leave a like and subscribe. If you would, I will be keeping the series going. I will have some building tutorials, destruction tutorials. So if I destroy this thing, for instance, I'll break it down. And see you guys next time.